All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, I came up with this great topic the other day. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Actually, Mason did. Either way. So, Mason brought up to me the other day, if we were building a time capsule, that's nice. If you had a time capsule and you were to put something inside of it, so that way your great grandchildren would be able to open up, what would you put in it? And we're going to start with the man who created the topic.
Oh, no.
Mason.
So as I was thinking about it, I thought it was kind of cool to think about some of my family members in the past that, like, you know, to learn how they were and stuff like that. And the first thing I thought about was, and then something I talked about in one of the previous episodes, is our family reunions that we do, right? That are super embarrassing. I think that video camera that I have with all the old tapes that have all of our old family reunions would be really cool for people to see, just because it's first off, they're super embarrassing because they're all like talent shows and stuff, people singing and like dressed up and stuff like that. But just because it also has everybody, right? All my family, my grandparents, my parents, cousins, aunts, uncles, everybody. I think it'd be kind of cool to have people go back and watch these to see how things were back then.
Do y'all still do that?
We still get together, but we don't really do that like we used to. My great grandmother, it was on her birthdays when we would do that, and she passed away. It's been a few years now. That's when they stopped doing after she passed away. But when we were little, man, it was like yearly. Like we go in and practice and like did the little dances, the routines. Like, yeah, no, it's super embarrassing.
Hey, that's what we need those playing whenever we go visit for your birthday.
Whoa. Hold on.
We need to tell his mom.
Hold on.
We're like, hey, Sylvia, can you put those videos on?
You have a copy?
We want to see
It get really, really hot in here. Another cool thing was my grandparents, or my grandma's, actually it's my great grandma's recipe, the pancake recipe. I think that'd be really cool to pass down to a generation that maybe might not know how to make a homemade pancake.
Oh, you said you ate one?
Yep. He made me like 8, but I only got 8 one. Yeah. He's like, oh, yep, oh, nope, trash. Oh, nope, nope, take it, trash. And I was like, I would still eat that. Just give me the freaking pancake.
It had to be perfect. I was doing it for you, bud.
Yeah, but could I ate 8 of them instead of just 1?
You ate like 3. Shut up.
Were they like burnt or something?
I did burn a couple.
It was just so funny because like I like burnt, like
The crispy?
food. Yeah.
I like
and so he
burnt,
kept throwing
burnt.
them away, and I was like, God, I like that. No, you don't deserve that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a couple of them. I think that'd be kind of cool.
I think a couple of mine that I would do. One is kind of very similar. I just thought of it right now. What you just said is there's a video of us going to the zoo, and do y'all remember wild thornberries?
Mm-hmm.
And what was it?
Wild thornberries? No.
Yeah, it was an old cartoon.
Old cartoon.
Talk to animals.
And
Oh,
I think
okay.
it was either from there or the Rugrats. There was like this song, and I saw like the monkeys over there, and they recorded me like singing the song, like do. I thought it was pretty cool. That's how it goes in my mind right
Are
now.
you sure? I don't think that's how that song goes.
Hey.
Y'all should have saw his dance too. He's like,
I forget how it went, but I mean that was a pretty cool time. And then actually at our old house that we still have, we actually have a Davis sign in the front. So you
Nice.
walk in,
Oh,
there's a
that's cool.
Davis sign. So I thought, we'll put that in there, and they can
pretty cool.
keep that. Yeah.
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 No, that's cool. I said it.
Isn't it the Rugrats one from the movie? The ooh ee ooh
Hey, big
Well, I mean-
thank you. That's what it was.
That did not sound nothing like
I know.
I said. I told you. Like I remember singing a song, but I forgot what it was. It was either from Rugrats or Wild Thornberries.
That was definitely
It
Rugrats.
was one
the
of
movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what that's
It was
Sounds
one of
like
them. It was close.
That was a lucky guess.
Mason knew it exactly. He's like, oh yeah.
I used to love the Rugrats, man. Don't judge me.
Devin was all, no.
And then another one would be some of the football games, like my very first one, like the tickets I put in there, so they kind of see if there's still football. Like if you go to a football game, right now we don't know what's going on, but if like how like back in the 50s, it used to be like what $5 or $10 for a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
Now what is it? Now it's like maybe 300.
Yeah.
300 to like for a decent seat, or like in the mid seat, like mid whatever level. How much is it going to be like whenever they're playing football? You know, is it going to be huge for NFL games? So I'll probably put those in there.
So that was a super cool point when you brought that up earlier when we were doing our pre-discussion. I'm just kidding. Because I didn't think about that. That is super cool, especially because now, like, you order a lot electronically where it just sends you, the QR code to get in. So, like, I actually still have mine framed. My first ever Dallas Cowboy Tampa Bay game, I have the actual ticket. So I thought that was a super cool idea.
You never know; it might be different. What if they are just doing the QR code? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what if tickets just aren't a thing anymore? Like actual physical tickets?
I 100% think there will be no more physical tickets at one point.
So I want to put pictures, kind of like everybody else, but you know how we have like Ector County Post, and you can post different things. So Fort Stockton apparently, I guess, has the same type of thing, and I saw that they posted 2 pictures on there from like the olden days of there's this hotel room that used to be that burned down now, and it's crazy because you see them in their top hats and then the old school cars. And so I want to take pictures of just like places. So like Jesus takes all those cool pictures with his drone thing.
Oh, right.
Locations, because it's gonna look completely different. There was another picture of just like Fort Stockton, what it used to look like, and so like it's crazy. So I think it'll be cool for my future children, whatever, to see all the changes of how different, because I'm sure this place will not look how it used to look. And then I'm going to put a CD in there. They're not going to be able to listen to it.
It's like, wait, hold on.
It's just something that, here you go.
I'll put a floppy disk in there.
Figure it out.
I thought that picture thing was cool because, when we were doing our movie that will probably never come out, we did a video of Jesus' house, like a sky video.
Like an aerial
and I was
view?
literally watching it just the other day, and I was like, dang, it looks so different. There's no houses around his house.
Yeah.
It's just all like there's no grass, and then now it's completely different. So just in that time frame, how like the scenery looks different. And in Big Spring, in one of the we have a hotel Settles, right? And in the bottom area where the bar is, on the wall there's this big old painting, and it's how downtown Big Spring used to look. It looks so cool. It's like all lit up, and these
Thriving.
all people walking around in like dresses and a nice suit, and you're like, man, it's crazy to see that because
They were all in suits.
yeah.
They were
That
all
was a
in
normal
cool.
thing to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like so much, there was just men in all the pictures, and it was so cool how they were there, and they had their top hats. There was one lady, you could see her sitting on that old school car, and me and Patrick were watching an old school video. I don't know if y'all have ever seen it on YouTube where they're driving the cars around.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
the first video ever.
It was the first video, first ever moving video, because they had the first ever video where it's just a placed camera. Well, this one someone put it on a car, so it was the first one, and they're just driving downtown. And there's no stoplights, there's no stop signs, there's
No
they're just
rules.
cutting each other off. Now, granted, I don't was it cars yet, or was it just horses? Oh, it was cars. It was some cars
and some
mostly
horses still.
And carriages almost.
Yeah.
People running around, little kids you see in the movies holding the newspapers and
Yeah.
little suits, and they're like, but it's real. It's some guy who just went downtown and then filmed it.
What a rig.
It's
Imagine
so
how that
crazy.
looks.
I know, it would've been
They're,
insane.
and how are they not wrecking into each other?
Yes.
It's so cool. They're going around each other. There's horses. But they were all dressed up. It's not... I wonder what they would think now. They're like, what's wrong with these people? They're in pajamas. Yeah. It's so different. So I just think that's cool because it's got to be completely different. I wonder what their thoughts are. I wonder what they're going to think when they're like, why does my grandma have those dog ears that filter?
Devin's dating profile picture.
I told you to stop that.
All these filters,
Yeah.
it's going to be just strange. And then, what else? Oh, I wanted to just send a diary. So I wanted not my personal things, but just my diary of what I thought about things, a couple of things in a journal written down, so then they could know about me.
Yeah, especially in times we go through as because y'all know what I'm talking about. Or?
Yeah, 100%.
When you go back in history, right? And we read in history class with things that happened, but to hear stories of older generation, war stories, you hear them from them personally, how it affected them.
Yeah.
It's super crazy. So that's kind of cool to see, to be able to know that, this happened in year 2020 during the pandemic.
Yeah.
How did you handle this? Oh, well, we got together and podcast and we laughed.
And played video games all night.
So that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I can see it.
You could be like, Patrick didn't want to go eat at a restaurant for a long time.
That is true.
I didn't want to leave his house for a long time.
Patrick didn't know what daylight was for a long time. Yeah, that's 100% true.
So what does Patrick have in his?
That's an episode. This guy. So I was thinking, what would be cool? Tradition period. Kind of going off of that, and I was telling Nate, I was like, it'd be cool, like if you started this tradition where you buried this time capsule. In my head, it was buried, so right now we'll go with that, and then Nate fixed it later. But anyways, you buried it in your backyard,
Okay.
and every generation below you.
Added
At
something.
50, got to bring it up and put something else in there, right? So you didn't really get to see it until you were 50. So, like, your kid, when he turned 50, would unbury it, look what was in there, put something personal in his. No one else will know what it is until the next person that was
That's
50
cool.
would be passed down. I was like, that'd be pretty cool, like, because you get to see some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
But things that I would put in there. I have this 50-cent coin, okay? So a long time ago, years and years ago, I used to go fishing with my grandpa every year, right? In Barstow? Is that the place that people
By
fish
Pecos?
at? Yeah, yeah, in Barstow. I used to go fishing there. Every summer we'd go fishing, or he had me put up a fence one year. There's all kinds of stuff. My grandpa would make you work. It's summer, you're working. Just kidding. But yeah, and I met his brother, so my great uncle Chewy. And I met him, and like I went to his house and hung out with him, and it was fun. And then next time I saw them, he gave me this 50-cent coin, and he said he passes this down from generation to generation because it gives everyone good luck. And so I still have that 50-cent coin. So that would be something that would be pretty cool. That I would put in there to continue that kind of tradition going on, because that would be pretty cool. That was a lot of
You
breath.
have to put a note in that.
Yeah, to kind of
okay,
go over what it means, and I guess that's what I would assume I would have in there.
Yeah.
Note of all this stuff. B, I would put my hair follicles and skin follicles in case at this point
You can
they can
glue
bring
yourself.
people back.
Oh my gosh.
It's wild.
You dug
Yeah.
really deep into this one.
So then I'd be like, you better bring me back. We're at the top
Blood
200 down
sample.
here down the road. I'm the only one. I'm coming back.
And you're just gonna put
Thought
like in the
about
note,
that.
like if it's not, it's the technology's not here yet. Put it back.
Yes, put it back.
Put it
Do
back,
not touch
yes.
this. Like, do not. If this technology does not exist, put
it
this
back.
back. If it does, I don't care how much it costs. Make it happen.
Bankrupt your whole family for it.
So yeah, a lot of like Devin brought up the other day. Not the other day. We do not talk about this for days. You're lying. I'm just kidding. But Devin brought up like our videos. And that's what's
Yeah,
hard.
the videos.
Like when you guys take pictures, I do videos a lot. So I feel like that broadcasts a
Yep.
lot of kind of what I've been doing the past few years.
Yeah.
Riadosa and New York and watching Mesa fall on the snowboard.
I did eat it multiple times.
So yeah, stuff like that would be super cool that I would throw in there as well.
Yeah, that's cool. And that's what I thought too. I thought the same thing, like some sort of video that they can actually sit there and watch. I think that camera would be kind of cool. As long as they can have that, as long as it has electricity, bloop, you're good to go. And
Yeah.
kind of look back at some of that cool stuff. Jesus,
Jesus.
what about you, buddy?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. That's the end of that, all right?
I guess pretty much like a picture for sure. I would put like some type of like technology in there to see like even right now, even like seeing old phones, we're like, man, look how old this phone is. Like, that, and then clothes. I would put like a t-shirt or something because I'm sure by then fashion is gonna be different, or just in general it's gonna be different. But that's pretty much it, I think. Other than Naomi's point, like the whole diary thing, or just notes is super cool. Like,
Yeah.
especially if you do like day by day notes or just in general, like what happened that year, or that's super cool just to look back, even for yourself, but for, future generations, you're going to be like, wow, like it's written, exactly what happened.
You could put like newspaper clips, like pictures of like
Gotta go
newspaper.
find a newspaper.
Right.
I thought about that
Yeah,
too, which is
yeah.
funny. On the way over, I was like, I was like, wait, I did the last time I saw a newspaper.
You
Yeah.
still have them.
I mean, I know they still have that.
But yeah, like, you got
When was the
100
last time you have held a newspaper in your hand to read it?
6 years. It was
Okay.
when-
It was like 6 years from 2 weeks ago.
Very specific.
That was
was
very
when
specific.
When I moved, I went and bought a bunch of them because I wanted to wrap things.
How does that
So I
count?
wouldn't break.
Cheater.
That doesn't
We thought you
count.
were reading it.
Like a scrap falls in there, and for some reason, it means nothing, but your generation was like, what does this mean?
What was she trying to tell us?
50% coupon at first. Like, what is going on?
What's a fur?
What is
What's the first? Oh, you can yacht?
That's hilarious.
I thought of one too, which is super funny. Speaking of that, I would put in everything that I bought lifetime warranties to. I'll put those receipts in there. You call this company and you get that warranty covered now.
Not a thing. Apparently, Lifetime technically has an end date.
That is lame.
And the state of Texas, a lifetime is 7 years.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Really?
I did not know that. My mom, it
He
was super
tricked
funny,
us.
which is super funny that I thought of this, right? Well, this is the reason why I thought of this. My mom had these containers that she would hold like sugar and flour and stuff in them. She had them for years, forever. And I remember one time, like they started to crack, right? And she was like, they're supposed to have a lifetime warranty. I'm gonna find the receipt. So she found the receipt. I don't know how long it was, but she found the receipt, called the company, and they're like, well, we don't make those anymore. So I don't remember if they sent her like completely new ones or if they like gave her a coupon. I don't remember what they did, but they did something for her, even though they hadn't made those for years. So yeah.
Yeah, I learned that some of the vendors for where I work, that's what they said is that that says lifetime warranty, but they're like in the state of Texas, that's 7 years, but we still say lifetime.
That's
I was
crazy.
like, oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
One of the other things I thought too, and that's when it made me think of with the clothes is I have a ton of LeBron jerseys, so I think maybe 1 or 2 LeBron jerseys to throw in there would be kind
I
of
could
cool.
already see you putting
What's a
shoe.
LeBron?
I know.
I'm just kidding.
Just
That's,
because
was this his lover?
my thing is you definitely don't see like people rocking like Wilt Chamberlain jerseys or like Bill Russell jerseys, and like those are all time Jerry West jerseys. Those are
Yeah.
all time great players that like, and when it comes to the history of a particular sport, you don't really see, and I think that'd be kind of cool.
I think it's hard because even, not to go too far into sports, but even today, like my little brother doesn't really know much about Michael Jordan. So like I think it's really hard. We don't rock that stuff because it wasn't part of our generation.
Absolutely.
So I think that's why you don't see a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, and that's my point is that you can kind of, you give someone that reason to look it up and kind of figure out what's going on there.
So we've talked about aliens quite often, all right? So if we knew a location of an alien planet and the president comes to you and he says, I want you to put some things into this alien capsule. We're going to throw it out there so they can open it one day and you're in charge of it. What would you put in there?
I think one thing I put in there is my PS4.
Play online with me when you get this.
I don't know, some
Plug
form
it
of
in.
it's some form of technology. See if if it's a little outdated for them or they're up with that technology. I'm like, hey,
I would put a bottle of water. Because who knows
Oh.
if they've ever seen
Yeah,
water
they've
before.
seen water.
See, that's what I told Nate too. I was like, I put capsule of water and some
Yeah.
plants and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I would put just like random things like a watch and sunglasses and because maybe they would see it and be
A
like,
whole-
what is this thing? What do
It's a-
people use this for?
It's a whole fit. The alien comes out with like a watch on it. It's like,
Who's got drip just walking out?
look
Hey,
at
it looks
that
fresh,
ice.
man.
I told Patrick I would put I'm gonna have a picture. I'm just gonna like draw a peace sign, and then me doing a peace like this,
With the 2 fingers up.
just so the alien knows I come in peace from the earth. Like,
He won't know what that means, right?
they's like, hey, I'm good. You are fine
She's
with
like,
me.
it's okay. I have it covered.
Either way, if they know the 2-finger piece or the symbol piece, we're good. And then she's just going to show them a piece of pie.
yeah, that
Oh,
was my
man.
idea. Oh, and a seashell, because seashells are cool. Because what if it like, well, hopefully it has like some kind of ear. It could like. You could hear the seashell and hear the sea, And then I just told him a list. So kind of like a
To-do list.
Clean the gutters. Mow the lawn.
well,
Take the
maybe,
garbage out.
maybe he wants to know like what we've been through. So like coronavirus, the things that have happened on Earth.
I got you.
Yeah.
I would put in, because, it's funny because when I first thought of this, you think, our like super advanced alien life form, but essentially what if it's not? What if they're
Yeah.
like, so I would put in like a kind of like a picture book, but like of simple things like the will and how to make fire and so like, because what if you are sitting it to kind of like people that are way behind,
Uh-huh.
and so
And
Yeah.
you just start a revolution.
I was thinking even like going off of that, just like almost like a comic strip of like getting something done. Like
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
we
Like
do
a flip book?
this. Yeah. Like a little storyline of something happening. That'd be interesting.
Nate, going off of that, you said you would send a picture of like a peace sign. What if you like send a picture of like of an alien, like how we know of an alien, like how you would like draw the alien, like how we picture it. What if we send it to them and be like, what is this? What is this supposed to be? You know, I don't know. I was just thinking about that. Like, just sending them a picture of what we think is an alien. And they'll probably think, what is this? Or maybe they think that when they come down here, this is what we look like. I'm sending a picture of self. You know what I mean?
Like me, but I'm an alien. With the
You could be an alien. Like,
Why would you send him a picture of what you think an alien looks like?
I was a little confused too. I don't
know.
You want to send him a little green guy with the little two fingers up.
yeah, you never know. They probably think when they come down here, we look like that. It's like,
Yeah, that's why. Why would you send him that?
then that's what they're gonna expect.
Yeah, they're gonna come down. Ooh, cousins. What does that say? They're like, ooh, cousin, come down, and now you just made them all mad. Devin's like,
I'm gonna have a mask and I'm gonna be good.
He's rocking Asus's drip, just like Rolex on.
The aliens are, ooh, let me go get my woman.
Yeah.
No.
What if you just made him swipe right?
Never mind. All right, never mind.
He's like, where's the bunny ears at?
Have you seen that meme where, our stickers that we have, that it was a picture that we're sending stickers, on the floor to China. They don't have any.
What?
What?
they don't have stickers?
Yeah, like stickers,
I get that, but
Like, go outside right now, I'll show you.
You're telling me they don't have stickers
They
in
don't
China?
have stickers in China. That's what
Wow.
that meme said.
Freaking meme, man. Spreading the truth, one meme at a time.